I think that may be a concern for folks, especially those who have been there a while. It's kind of like better the devil you know than the ones you don't. But actually, with my successful election through November, with a win in November, along with the other new members in the Senate, we are looking at having the most conservative Senate in Texas history. So if we're wanting a more conservative government, then we're going to have that. And it brings in reinforcement for some of the good senators that we have that needed that, the cavalry, if you will. And so we're coming in as strength for conservative government. I think it's going to be great, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, I haven't been there yet. I do believe there's a lot of wisdom in the Senate when you look at everybody's years who have been there. I've got a steep learning curve, got to learn the process. I do have confidence in our Lieutenant Governor that he knows the senators, he knows the committees, and will choose wisely. I bring a skill set for health care, but that's going to be easier for me to see kind of as a peripheral issue, if you will. Important issues in our district are transportation, water, education, and getting our budget under control. The big thing is that we need to introduce competition into education. So let's look at everything. Vouchers would help competition in that parents would have a choice of financial support. If a child is locked into a zip code, for instance, if it's a minority in an urban school, locked into a zip code, and if they have some funding, personally where the parent can choose, who's going to benefit? The child. But not just the child. Parents get to choose. And as more schools would open up, charter schools, private school, parochial schools, that now they know some funding would be available, then there's more opportunities for our teachers. We've got great teachers. So vouchers is a way to at least open the door, start the conversation, get a discussion about competition. There's also taxpayer savings grants, which is a form, a kind of a modification that I think is also equally good to take a look at. Well, I know right now, and obviously some of this stuff I need to have a little bit more knowledge about, and that comes with process and how things actually get brought into the Senate, come across my desk. How do I make a vote on that? But from what I've heard, the 21 rule seems to be more of an obstruction to trying to get good legislation passed. If good legislation comes out of the House, but we can't get it to the Senate floor, then we need to look at why. And maybe just coming down, for instance, to 19 from 21. I think Dan Patrick and maybe some others are proponents to at least bring the number down from 21 to 19. I think we could look at that. You know, if the senators who have been there feel like that is an obstacle to get good conservative legislation passed, then we need to look at how it can get to more of us. I'd like to see a smaller, more efficient government. And that will include spending, but I think to just have a blanket statement, cut all spending, would be a little cavalier for someone new to the Senate or to now coming inside the bubble when I've been outside the bubble. But even at home, you know, you don't cut a budget when you've got to cut spending, you say everything gets cut. You do have to pick and choose, and you prioritize spending, and you decide what is a want, what is a need, and need always trumps want. It's fresh eyes. I don't have a myopic view. I don't have access to grind or any specific agenda except to bring in a good conservative government That's what that's what resonates in my district. That's what they elected me for. And we have some serious problems. And it's going to require some serious effort and tough choices. But I can make those, and I can make an impact on the issues that affect my district as well as the state. And we've got the best state to live in the nation, and we're going to keep it strong.